damn it, I can't cross my legs properly.
It's because those fucking
because I'm a
thunder
peasant.
thighs and Pilates. The fuck?
Thunder thigh.
Thunder thighs.
Welcome to the R-Squared Comics Revue! I'm Karla.
And I'm Menissa.
I'm Elias. I'm in the middle.
And you're seeing us for the first time.
Yeah.
These are the faces behind
These
the
are
microphone.
the gorgeous faces.
The
Gorgeous.
breasts.
The
Cool.
breasts. behind
The
the
breasts
microphone.
behind the microphone.
The
This
breast
is-
faces.
She's the one who delivers all the when we do the intros with Nikki Like Diggy.
Oh yeah.
Make it
Yeah,
up,
she
figure
does.
out how.
She's the voice. And then I do the...
Yeah.
The moaning, the sensual moaning in the background.
That's what I'm good at.
Moaning? Alright.
So we've been missing for the past 2 weeks because we've been gearing up, literally gearing up, just collecting gear.
Yeah.
We did try recording last week, but our equipment was just, we were missing shit, so we tried to ghetto rig it with our phones, and it just, the quality was not great. I mean, our phones picked it up pretty well, just the spacing and everything in between, too many echoes, and we couldn't do it. So we were like, we're gonna be doing this. This is a great welcome back, I think, kind of.
Yeah, sorry for missing an episode.
Yeah, two
a week.
episodes. Yeah, but that's okay. Like
But
we
she
have
came
all
back
of
with
this
boobs.
content.
I came back with, I made sure I had a lot of
Lots
cleavage on the
lots
side.
of
Yeah,
cleavage.
yeah.
I don't have
This
any.
is not really,
I can have some, I guess. If I push
If you
together.
pushed,
like,
yeah.
no, like a
No, even if I
little-
tried, you wouldn't get anything.
God damn it. Start raping me on camera. Damn it.
The whole bush comes out of there.
Oh no. That would be terrifying. No, I'm not even gonna tell the story. Suffice to say, I had to do
about
like,
your bush.
No, I started like hooking up with someone else.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
Straight
No,
out
but
the gates.
right, straight out the gates. Let's start this off right. When we first started talking, she told me that she had a problem with like body hair. And
So you
so
try to impress her by
On
shaking.
guys?
I didn't really understand
so
what she meant, I guess, because
confusing.
later she told me it wasn't a thing. Like, she was just like, oh, you misunderstood
On
with
women?
girls. Yeah, and I was like, oh, see, I just
Then
thought
again,
it was me.
that's like the double standard thing. Is for like, I don't mind.
Here we go, it's ultra
Here
feminine.
we go, yeah. Spread our legs.
Oh, no.
JK.
Oh, you guys don't see my socks? No, nobody wants to see my socks.
No,
Let me see.
They kind of remind me of Slytherin.
My boss has socks with dogs shitting on them. It's
I
like a
don't
regular
know
dress
why.
sock, but then all the way in the top, it's like a row of like dogs taking shits.
Okay.
Cause you know when you wear pants, like they're
Yeah, they show, but
Yeah,
the fact that
but that
somebody
part-
printed
yeah,
dogs
but that
taking
part, like-
shits onto a sock is kind of, it's
I feel
bizarre.
like you could find that. You know what I mean? Like, nowadays, you can just find stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, you can find pizzas on socks now. Since we did have good content last week, we weren't
gotta, like, move.
able to edit. Why?
So Menissa can see you.
Here, let me sit.
You can always see.
Let me sit proper.
Yeah.
So,
Pop out chest.
shake, like a shimmy.
Shimmy.
Oh.
I like it when you shimmy. Give more shimmy.
I don't know how to run fast enough from you.
You know what I realized? There's no whiskey.
Oh God! We forgot your whiskey.
I don't trust Michael making your drinks anyways. So it's okay.
She's
I
just
feel
gonna bring
like
you the
each
bottle.
one of them is gonna have. If you ask Michael
A
to make
roofie.
you the drink, no, it's
There's
gonna have
one
a little.
prelude,
It's
one
gonna have.
prelude.
It's gonna have like one little special ingredient that he's gonna like every time you look at him and you ask him, Michael, what's in here? His eyes gonna like do that twinkle.
He
Like
gets a
Quaaludes.
twinkle when he drugs you.
Yeah.
Is
No,
that
and then
what
like
you're saying? He gets a
no,
little
you just
twinkle
find
in
out
his
later
eye.
he mixed it with his penis. I feel like that's
Damn
what,
it.
I feel like that's what,
Where-
yeah, that's what Michael would do.
Where did that come
You were just
from?
like-
It's kind of awkward because I can actually picture it.
Wouldn't his
Right?
penis burn after the fact?
If alcohol gets in your penis, is it burn?
I don't know. That sounds
I feel
like a
like you would know
sensitive
this
area.
about
That's
it.
like if you
How
got
would
it
I
in
know?
your
How would
eye.
I know this? I've
Because
never.
I feel like
I've
you
never
stuck your
had no
dick in some
shower.
whiskey
No, I've
before.
never.
When
like
you were like
champagne.
out of, and
No.
you didn't have your
Champagne
flashlight
showers
on
never
hand,
happened?
you were like trying to stick it into like a whiskey.
That sounds
bottle.
like it gets
Flashlight?
stuck.
That sounds like something you
Oh.
would actually do.
I wish I had
I was
a
like-
flashlight. Not particularly.
I like
because-
how he was like, no.
But I wish.
Not for any like specific reason other than the fact that it's just like I wonder what that would feel like.
It's just like a conversation starter, like my sex swing that's yet to be used.
That's always a conversation.
But
starter.
it's like-
That's true.
No, because it was in your face.
She was like,
Yeah, she was just like the sex ring that's never been used.
and I was like, I don't know what that look was for.
Because she's
Somebody-
like,
God help you, whoever you are.
Somebody.
I think it's weird that people have a problem with dudes getting sex toys.
Like cock rings?
No, I mean, like, if a guy has a flashlight, all of a sudden it's a problem. Like, I've known women that are like, ew, that guy's disgusting, he's a pervert, because he has a flashlight. But how come you guys can have, like, dildos
that's
and all this
double
other
standard.
stuff? What the hell is that?
I don't care about flashlights. Flashlights for everybody.
Pass them out.
Flashlights are for everybody?
Just
What are you
hand
gonna,
them
we're gonna see your
Flashlights.
vagina.
No, there's like flashlights for everybody. Hand them
Oh.
out. I don't
like
care.
Oprah?
Yeah.
I
Nobody's
told
gonna
you guys
look
about
at
the one, the like xenomorph one. That's like you can like put eggs in you.
Oh yeah, I saw that on YouTube.
What?
What are you
Alright,
doing?
I'm sorry that I don't know this.
It's basically like yeah, we're about to get weird. It's
We've reached a very niche part of our audience.
Like, oh, yeah, you know,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right.
Right? And so
Yeah.
it's basically
I've
like
used it several times.
dildo situation, but
A
it
dildo
also
situation.
it lays an egg
It lays
inside
an
of
egg
you.
inside of you.
And then what? She has to force it out?
I mean, if she wants to. And
Like
it's like gooey
alien.
too. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like how they have dragon
It's like
penises.
drop ball. Have you seen that?
Got real quiet and then real loud at
You're
drop
playing
ball.
drop-
I mean, Elias has
playing
dropped
drop
balls
ball?
before. You feel me?
I've never dropped a ball.
Don't do that.
I don't drop
So welcome to our shitcast.
balls. Yeah, it's totally a shitcast. Like,
It's
not
a
even thing
shitcast. We
anymore.
were just gonna recap what we talked about last week, so that way we can transition into a shitcast.
Yes.
Really quickly, I've read issue 2 of The Sweetness and issue 2 of Bebop and Rocksteady Destroy Everything. I dig both of them. Bebop and Rocksteady, super fun. Just outrageous shit happening. It's like time traveling. You know those time travel movies where like Back to the Future, whatever. They're like, oh, don't fuck things up or else it's gonna ruin things in the future if you go into the past, whatever. Bebop and Rocksteady don't give a fuck about what they do in the past, and they're just like, yeah, let's take our past selves to the present time and get them turned into mutants because they're gonna have so much fun. And it's outrageous. It's so much fun. I really enjoyed that one. The Sweetness, I enjoyed because it was predictable but not predictable. Like they're still able to like surprise you in terms of like the storyline. It doesn't go exactly where you assume it's gonna go. For me anyway. I tend to figure storylines out just because I'm a loser. This one I thought I knew where it was going and it didn't go that way, and it surprised me, and it was actually a very good surprise. So yeah, I recommend both.
And I was like telling her with the Bebop and Rocksteady thing that take into account that these are about like Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking like sell
that's-
pizza and their master and like
Yeah.
dad situation is a fucking rat, a sewer rat. Like
you
they
kick it
only take
anywhere
everything
out,
with a grain of salt.
Right.
I mean, but it doesn't mean that the
Okay,
the-
let's talk about time traveling specifically. Like,
Well, but I'm just saying it doesn't mean that world itself doesn't have
Realistically,
time traveling standards.
see what's up. So Alpha King, I decided to quit it completely because it was just, I like the fact that it wasn't a typical, it was the same frame as like a typical story as far as, you know, damsel in distress, the guy is trying to save her or whatever, and he's like in this alternate universe, so it made it kind of different. But at the same time, I didn't like it because of the way that the story was told. There was a lot of like, it felt like a big commercial because it's based on a beer. So I felt like the entire thing was just like a big commercial.
Marketing.
Yeah, marketing ploy. Yeah. There was a part where the girl's in a dungeon and there's just like a bunch of like naked women getting like tortured and stuff, and they're all like big breasted with the big boobs, and I'm just like, oh my god,
Can
this
we
is
get
like
some
so.
diversity in
Yeah.
these body types?
I
That's
naturally
me. That's
was
my
that,
inside
but
voice.
it also was like
it wasn't
I
mocking
don't know,
anybody.
like, okay, it had such a great storyline, and then we're just making it, like, still, like, talking about the beer 24/7. At the end, he's like, I'm gonna make a beer that brings everyone together, and I'm like, fuck, you should at least put it in a beer box. I feel
Just
like,
put the comic book in the beer
yeah, I feel like it's
itself.
something that comes with, like, a package.
They sell you like 6 of them, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
and
like
it's in an issue.
Yeah. and like
That's what I
everything.
feel would be
I
better.
have
Guys,
a lot.
hire us.
What if your inside voice was the opposite sex?
What?
We'll get into that. Okay, next issue.
I feel like I always think in
That's
my
a
own
conversation
voice.
for later. You're
It's
so
crazy,
high.
yeah.
All right, go.
You're stoned?
No,
This
I'm
makes
not. I'm
perfect
absolutely
sense.
not.
This man is wrecked.
Okay, so the next one I did. The next one I did was
Savage.
The Fix. I actually really liked The Fix. It was a storyline
Right.
that everyone like knows about, like the good cop, bad cop, mostly bad cops that like fuck shit up everywhere. But it's also awesome because the main storyline is about Pretzels, the drug sniffing beagle. One of the partners, they're both like crooks. takes the dog, is like working with the dog. This issue focuses more on Roy and his journey with this celebrity that he's doing private security for. And she kind of throws a fit and ends up like dying towards the end, which is like a total like spin because they invest so much time into the character, and then she just gets murdered at the end. And at the end, he starts like hearing the dog talk to him. Like the dog's
And
like, "Yo, don't play this shit. Like, get it, don't play that shit."
Where
So,
did
like
this
he has the
story
vehicle, and
fucking
you're just
go?
like, what's happening right now? I don't know. It's really funny, and it reminds me of a movie. Like it could be made easily into a movie or something, like a weird comedy. I like it. It's so good that I feel like it's one of those comics that if it was made into a movie, it'd be probably be really cheesy.
Yeah.
But I can totally see it happen. It's just like perfect for a comic.
Right.
It has that perfect platform where you can be like kind of like you suspended in reality, but at the same time like something weird like that can happen.
Right.
It totally be okay.
Yeah. I feel like it could work like as a TV series as well.
Yeah, I mean it was a TV series.
Miniseries.
Like Wilford. That was a weird one. That could be like a comic, but it's also like a weird.
And they played it pretty well. Like I know Vinny loved that show. So the Sweetness, Bebop and Rocksteady Destroy Everything, and The Fix, we recommend. Go read them. You got them. And Alpha King, if you want beer all the time, if you want to get tempted to drink beer all the time, pick it up.
The
Why
marketing.
not?
If you want to learn marketing ploys, it
Messages.
was definitely subliminal
It was
message.
supposed to be subliminal, but it was
If you
just not
flip
tactful
through the
enough.
pages
enough.
fast
Yeah.
enough,
It was
you'll
not
probably
tactful.
see like a commercial.
Yeah, in
Very
the
Ploy
corner.
Brewing, yeah. I'm gonna make a business call real quick.
Sorry guys, gotta
Okay.
come back. Cheers!
Cheers!
So he came back. And,
they're not supposed to know
today-
without to begin with.
we came back with drinks. What are they gonna think that we fucking magically pulled it out of our asses?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
It's
I also pulled this bottle out of my ass.
Sometimes I
clips.
just squeeze my boobs and then whiskey comes out.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, look, it would be funny.
If you stick around long enough, it'll
It's just like a jump
you'll
edit.
see it live.
Maybe. Am I drinking up for this?
We're sponsored, not sponsored, JK, by Hotstadters. I don't even know if I'm saying that right.
Straight raw
Are you,
whiskey.
I actually don't think you're allowed to show the bottle on. Are you?
On
On
YouTube.
YouTube?
I think
Yeah,
so.
what do you mean?
We're not sponsored by them. We're just having a drink.
I guess. No, I'm just, I don't know if I'm crazy or what, but I'm pretty
Because we're
sure.
not getting paid by anyone else, dude.
I know,
Pay
but
yourself.
still, I'm just saying.
No, because if you were to review a product that you bought, you don't have to.
YouTube, come at me. Tell me. Tell
I
me
dare
what's
you.
up. Tell me what's up, YouTube.
Okay.
Our
Yeah.
first YouTube video is gonna get fucking taken down. Thanks a lot.
Anyway.
Cheers.
Hashtag thanks Elias.
I'm gonna take a sip. Tell me what you think. I've had this before. I brought this.
I really hope it got that slurping sound.
You went
Very
for it.
I
orange
went for it.
zesty.
It's the sweetness to it, yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say
little
orange
honey.
zesty.
You
I
don't
would say
smell
honey.
orange zest?
I would say honey.
I smell orange. I smell a little hint of lemon.
I don't smell anything. I just know the taste is kind of honey-like.
It is kind of honey-like. I don't know what's going on in this, but I like it. It's
I'm
a
not
little
an
bit
expert of
sweet.
anything.
It's a little bit dry. It has some dry
Un poquito
notes
de
at the
plátano?
end. Don't even know.
Guys, just drink it.
We'll also do a mini shitcast, I guess. Like we don't have to go through the list of what we're listening, what we're reading, what we're.
No, it's a shit cut. Let's just
Yeah.
have fun on the camera right now. This is the first time we do this. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let them see you laugh and laugh some, Karla. Ha 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 ha. Got you. Try your best in honor of Suicide Squad. Try your best Joker laugh.
Wait, okay, but like Mark Hamill's Joker.
Any Joker, any iteration of the Joker.
I will say, I don't care for Jared Leto's Leto's
I do not
laugh.
like it either. I really don't.
It's that very
It's
gutter.
unanimous.
It's like
Are you sure no one likes him? I can't tell you. I could do it, but if it weren't that we're on camera, like I sort of got, because I've been doing it all week.
do it right now.
No.
Do it. come
Elias,
on.
I just
On
did
spot.
it. I'm pointing at our audio.
Yeah. Here's what
Cooter.
I don't know where you've been reading
The
that.
cooter.
Cooter, not the cooter.
It's like, why are we talking about?
Cooter.
I don't know where you've been reading that they don't like him, but I've heard
I
nothing
always
but
read
good
that.
things about him.
Really?
Like that people are loving him.
No,
I think they love him.
That's probably it.
I didn't like it. I mean, I didn't like his rendition of Joker, but
I feel
somebody
like
did
there's enough guys
argue
on
for it.
Xanax that could literally play Joker and look just like him.
There was someone that made an argument for him saying that he likes this Joker because this is post Jason. So
Jason Todd?
yeah, because remember in the BVS movie, he has
Does he?
Yeah, he has Jason's suit.
All right, look, everybody's gonna have to excuse me on this one, but I'm not fully like well versed on this whole thing.
Jason's the one who
I
died.
know. Jason's the one that gets beaten by the crowbar, right? He beats him to death with a crowbar and leaves him there to die in an explosion.
Was that? Yes, yeah. I was like, wasn't it an explosion?
I covered my mouth the entire time through that. I don't know if anybody could hear it, but beaten near death with a crowbar, then left somewhere to explode and die, and then spoiler alert, I think he comes back as like the Red Hood. I don't know. I'm not very well versed on DC.
I'm not very well versed, but here's how it goes down.
I don't know that for sure. But lately I've been having this conversation with just about anybody who can hear me. So listen up. Why is it people keep romanticizing the relationship between Harley and the Joker? He doesn't care for her.
Because people just like to like make fan fiction and like have people together, OTPs and all this shit.
This could also be a different iteration of it, you know.
Which is fine. No, that's perfectly fine. That's what I'm saying. It's not
any character.
It's not necessarily that I have an issue with it in the movie. I thought it was fine. I thought it was a dumb plot, subplot.
In the movie, like, it's kind of fucked up. He like manipulates her into loving him,
but that's
and
the
then,
whole
like,
thing.
Changes her completely.
That's the whole dynamic. That's always been their dynamic.
That's always been the dynamic. But even still, I'm saying like it's not a relationship to romanticize.
It's
always
that's how it comes out.
It's always been Harley will give everything up for him and he won't because he's just nuts for the bat.
Got stains
on my shirt.
Nipple stains? Is this it?
No.
Wait,
I wish it was stains from you.
Is that it?
Ew, lollipops.
God. Just like that. Damn.
You made it weird, Elias.
I didn't make it weird. She liked it, alright? That's why she was blushing a little.
Okay, that plot is not anything that's like new. You know what I mean?
It's not, but I just think it's weird when you like see people talking about how like I want the Joker to my Harley. I'm like, dude, you want to be like as a woman, I'm like, you want to be manipulated and belittled and berated.
Oh, that's like when people talk about like Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there were idiots that died at the end. Like seriously, it's a tragedy for a reason.
Yeah, like Titanic. Like I'll let you know. My ass is not get me started. We're gonna switch, right? I'm gonna do 5 minutes. You're gonna do 5 minutes.
Why can't?
And then you're in the back like warming up my feet when we switch. Yeah.
I don't want to warm my feet.
Why can't one person just lay on top of the other one? You know what I mean? Like,
it's a plank of wood.
Oh, because it would sink. It's one of those doors. Those doors are heavy as fuck. Like they're
no, but they don't really necessarily float. The whole thing was.
It was a broken plank. Who the fuck? Why are we trying to rationalize Titanic?
There's a MythBusters episode on this.
Probably.
Would there
we should look for it.
Yeah,
guys.
If not, we're gonna do it.
Tweet at us.
Let's reenact this whole thing. I'll be your back to my room.
Both of you would do it. No, this is why it would be funny. Is because both of you would do it.
You be the recorder. You be the plank.
He wishes. He'll sit on my face, but I will be the best plank you've ever seen.
Absolutely, 100%.
We're not even lying down on him. Just sit on either end of the floor.
You sit on my dick. It's gonna work out.
Can we get off this subject real fast, just please? Because you guys are not making these things easy.
Now I'm way too close to you now.
Yes,
to make
I can't
these
get
jokes
away
right
from
now.
here. I'm not under the covers.
Everyone's gonna see it on camera.
This is not okay.
But yeah. Hold on. You guys took a heavy slip. You guys took a heavy sip at the same time, and I was like, ooh. I was left out of that one. Oh, fun fact. Wonderworks in Orlando has water that's as cold as when the Titanic sank. It was the temperature of that.
Oh, it was super cold?
Yeah, and they have like a timer. I forgot what the temperature. It was negative something ridiculous degrees Fahrenheit.
It's literally on the thing. It says like negative
something ridiculous degrees.
And you're like, God damn, it's way too cold.
Oh God, guy, I have to tell them that.
Yeah, oh man. Hey, everybody, listen up.
But they have a timer to see like how long you can keep your hand in that water. And me being me, I just like to
fuck my extremities.
I'm like, I can handle all kinds of pain. And I like stuck my
This before or after snorting pre-workout? Protein.
So I stuck my hand in and I was just like trying to beat out, I think Tree's time. Tree probably went in before me and he was just like smart enough to be like, okay, I know how cold that feels, and then took his hand out, whereas I was making it a competition. It gets to the point like immediately it's freezing, and then it gets to the point where you can't feel it, and then it gets to another point where you feel everything. Off. Yeah, where you feel like
your fingers are floating.
You feel that you feel that your hand is coming apart. What I did was I left it there, and I started feeling that point where like oh, I might lose my hand, and I was like, I guess this is just what's gonna happen now, because I wasn't taking my hand out for nothing. I wasn't taking my hand out for anybody.
One of the first times I met Karla, she had done the awesome job of pouring hot tea on her fucking hands. She burned her hand. She looked like Freddy Krueger for like a week. It was
like if
really
anyone
bad.
watches Game of Thrones, it looked like dragon scale. Like it was really,
it was really
bad. And I put like hella aloe vera on it, and my hand looks normal as fuck.
Like what kind of quantity is that?
What's hella?
Yeah.
Let's
Like
see.
how much is that?
Negative something ridiculous, right?
No, we got
Isn't that
hella.
right?
And then hella is at the other end of the spectrum.
And then
It's a bipolar scale.
you're like coated in it, like it looks like a cast. Just aloe vera, like just like forming
That's what you're
around.
supposed to do when you put like Under Armour, for like I guess cops and stuff when they get tattoos and they put Under Armour on, they have to put like a whole thick layer, hella layer of like aquifer so they can cover their tattoos. I remember one time I put a sweater on and I put like aquifer and I put a sweater, it was freezing, and then when I took it off, it was a new tattoo. I heard it like it ripped my
Oh
skin.
god.
Oh no.
And I was like, oh
I
my god, I just
vomited a little
ruined
bit.
it. Like it's gone forever.
That's all you think about. You're like, I just ruined my tattoo.
I'd be very disappointed and sad.
I would too.
I know.
That's a
I'd
lot of
cry.
time just like sitting there and getting something
That's what I
done.
have to
Yeah,
do. Redo. Yeah, it scabbed really bad. It was horrible. It was like the worst mistake I made in my life. And it was all because my dad has to sleep at like negative 50 degrees, negative fucking freezing degrees.
Negative something ridiculous.
Yeah, something ridiculous.
Fahrenheit. Other than Suicide Squad, have you seen any other movies?
I think we should just talk about that movie.
I don't kind of really want to. In comparison to Batman vs Superman, let's do that conversation.
Better? I think it was better.
The end.
Yeah.
Remember when I called it? I was like, the whole movie is a trailer.
Yeah.
The whole movie was a trailer.
Yeah.
And it's such a DC thing to do, and I'm tired of seeing that shit every
All
single
right,
movie.
here's
from
my
DC.
thing. Look, I've been reading a lot of people are defending the movie, and I think I think it's funny either way. You know what I mean? I thought the movie was okay, but what I did have an issue with was like I felt like most of the characters weren't really necessary.
Yeah.
Like really.
They had that one guy just to be an example and die. What was it? The
Diablo?
hook shot or something?
I don't know why we have my wife to the side trying to bring over a Slurpee.
Hi.
Cobain.
Kenya, come
Kenya,
here.
Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain.
Why are you
Seriously got
handing me
I
big.
don't know why are you
Slurpee?
guys handing me this Slurpee.
I will drink a Slurpee.
Drink the damn
It doesn't have
Slurpee.
alcohol in it.
That's probably why they're
If
trying
Kenya
to do
passes it to me, it probably has alcohol.
She put cocaine in that.
Oh yeah, Kenya's been getting turned.
Yo, every time I look at her Snapchat, I get drunk. I'm
Yeah, a lot of the characters weren't necessary.
What was his name? Hookshot or some shit?
He
one
was
that, like,
basically just there to die,
Captain
slingshot or
Boomerang.
something.
Yeah, the one who was like Captain Boomerang was like just
The what?
using him
Spoiler.
as a coy. Oh.
I mean, you could say the same thing for the X-Men though. There's a bunch of characters that don't really mean shit.
Yeah.
You just put
Jubilee.
them in there.
I was
Jubilee.
fucking Jubilee.
When it came down to it, in the middle of like everything, when they finally had to fight and they had to go through the entire ordeal,
Boss fight.
like when things came out, there were really maybe like a handful of impactful actual characters there. I mean, like hands down, if Diablo got involved, there was no need for any of them.
Right.
Killer Croc was like useless pretty much. Like he was obviously like out there fighting things, but he was essentially useless. He wasn't necessary. Because then you had like what is it, Deadshot? He was like shooting everyone.
Deadshot, yeah.
He was shooting, like he was taking care of everything from a distance. There's no need for anybody else to come up. There's literally a point where he stands like a badass on top of a car and just murders like a squad.
Like a stampeding.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, they're just coming at him. And he's like just shot after shot after shot after shot after shot after shot. And he's just murdering
He had
everyone.
all the ammunition.
So it
in
was
the
literally
world.
like-
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know those two OP. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like it was only like Deadshot and
Yeah.
Diablo if it came down to it. Everyone else was useless. You know what I mean? Like we
Yeah.
get that one cute scene with Harley in the elevator, and it's great.
Yeah, she
But-
should have died millions of times.
Man,
like she's
whatever.
not a medic.
I don't have
even.
time. I don't have time to
She's
get
just
into like.
insane.
I don't have time for DC to be completely honest.
I don't know that it's not that. Like I enjoyed that they went ahead and they took the they actually like let themselves have a good time with the movie. You know
They
what I mean?
tried.
They tried.
It could have been more fun.
It could have been more
like-
fun, but they tried, and that's nice because it's fun that they head in that direction.
Do you think that it
'cause-
could have been fun if they wouldn't have just showed everything in the trailer?
That's any movie though.
I don't believe it's true. I think
Well,
that
you guys did hear that like
I did
ultimately
think, but honestly-
the film was like two different versions like edited made to one.
that was the same with Fantastic Four, and that's why a blue asshole.
God, that movie.
They have
just could
they
not be
basically
seen
had
for
two
the life
different
of it.
versions of the movie
But-
and then like put them together to make the one they
Oh.
have now.
So they had like a serious tone and then a more like fun
That's
tone. I
exactly
think if
what
they
Fantastic
went
Four
balls
was.
out just fun, It would have been great.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was saying about the trailers. Like, I don't watch trailers. For anyone who hasn't known from like our previous podcast, I don't watch trailers. I'll watch probably like the teaser trailer or the first trailer that comes out, but I won't watch the trailer. I won't watch like
interested in the movie.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. But like if it's on like commercials and shit, Michael has literally like dragged me out of like a theater because he knew I was just gonna annoy him. Like I've literally put my fingers to my ear and be like la 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 like during the whole trailer while we were in a theater. So he just pulls me out because he's like he doesn't want me to do that around him and be like, this is my crazy lady friend. I was actually disappointed because I thought the trailers were a lot of fun, and I thought, okay, if the movie was a feature length of this trailer, it'd be fun. It'd be freaking awesome to watch.
Like Deadpool was a really fun movie,
but
it set the tone for like, basically comic book movies not being so serious.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And what did the trailer? The trailer wasn't the whole movie at all. Like you barely knew what the fuck was going on in the trailer, right?
For which one?
For Deadpool.
Oh,
and then the movie ended up being super fun, and it wasn't serious at all. Obviously, it stayed true to Deadpool and like what he's about.
I feel like
it could have been like that with Suicide Squad.
It could have.
Here's where I have like gripes with whatever was going on. I feel like because of how many characters were in the movie, they wanted to make it seem like it was going to be about all of them. And I feel like I got more the understanding that they were really trying to showcast Harley. That's exhausting because you have
didn't
like
feel that way during the during
yeah.
the
no, I did.
During
That's
all
what I'm saying.
of the marketing,
so I don't know that I ever would have
Harley.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know that I ever would have been with like I would have been okay with any version because according to the trailers, I would have thought it was a Harley movie. Then watching the movie itself, it's not necessarily a Harley movie, but it's made like to be a Deadshot or Harley movie.
Maybe it's one of those sex sells sort of situations.
If we're gonna end it on any note, because we should start closing up soon, what strong points do you have in the movie? Quickly.
I thought the cast was the fact that they're crazy in real life. I thought was like played a really good part and they had a good rapport. But obviously they're actors, so. But I think it played well for the characters that they had and the sort of dynamic that they had as those characters. I think it worked well. It could have been done better, but
what you like?
Same thing.
We're gonna say what we don't like. Is what we like, Karla. No,
I
done
do
better.
like it, motherfucker. I'm saying the writing I didn't like and
Elias,
probably.
But we're not talking about the right.
All right,
go ahead.
Michael Bay. Michael Bay.
No, end it on a positive note. What's something you liked?
I mean, I feel
These
the same
titties.
way. These titties. I don't know. I do feel like it ended like in a. It was a good movie. It was what it was. I knew exactly what I was gonna get into when I saw the movie. It was just gonna be like a trailer, CGI fuckfest, and
it was what you expected it to be.
Yeah. So I mean, it didn't sell. I wasn't sold short.
Yeah. You were like Elias. You set the bar low, so at normal.
Let's do that. All right.
All right. So we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for joining us on our first filmed episode. Hope you liked our lovely faces. I don't always. We'll see you next time with.
Give a shout out to your fucking.
Also, shout out to Jaya who's behind the camera.
Hi.
That's her. This is her ring light. This is her setup. Aside from all of this is what we were accumulating through over the weeks. I don't even know if that's the right word. But we'll see you next week with another.
We found this couch on the street.
Hit it or quit it. The street being Michael's house because he's a filthy savage animal. Got him. Yes! I got Michael the first episode. All right. We'll see you next week. Another Hit It or Quit It. Bye.
Bye.